AITA for my BF's 5-year-old son seeing me naked? I had just gotten out of the shower, which I told my BF I'd be in prior to, and had all the doors closed. I was in the process of drying off and was on the edge of my bed scrolling through my phone when his 5-year-old son busted in without knocking. I quickly covered up the best I could. The child just said something unrelated and laughed like normal, but my BF came behind him and, without even addressing his son, immediately said, "Can we not just sit around the house butt naked, please?" Quote, I just looked at him incredibly dumbfounded and said, "Can you please teach your son to knock?" The whole interaction was maybe about 6 seconds long. He closed the door without responding and I immediately started crying. I don't know why, but this hurt me pretty bad because I feel like I was made out to be some type of predator for doing absolutely nothing wrong. I am incredibly upset by this. He came in a few minutes later trying to comfort me, and in his comforting he reiterated again the importance of not sitting around naked. I became upset all over again. Like, am I missing something? Am I wrong here? TLDR. BF's son walked in on me naked without knocking after I had just gotten out of the shower and chastised me for it. NTA. It was an innocent moment. People change in bedrooms, which is why it's important to knock. The kid is 5 and still learning. Your BF should have taken as a moment to gently correct his son. You and the kid are both NTA. You have a reasonable expectation to privacy in your room, especially while changing. And the 5-year-old is still learning. He'll get it eventually. However, your BF isn't helping him by not using the opportunity to explain why this is why we knock before entering a room. Would have been the perfect teachable moment. He shouldn't be putting blame on you. And it doesn't sound like he's taking any responsibility whatsoever. NTA. His son is still young enough to make the no-knocking mistake without really knowing any better. And you're doing nothing wrong by being naked in your own bedroom behind closed doors after getting out of the shower. He shouldn't be making you out to be the person that's in the wrong here. NTA. He should teach his son to knock. I'll assume he's not a complete jerk and was just caught off guard as you were. Don't feel bad. His son should also learn that nudity isn't porn. Not the asshole. You told him you were going to have a shower. He should keep a better eye on his kid. You should have reiterated, teaching his son some manners and how to knock on a door and wait to be told to come in. Furthermore, he knew you were going to be showering and dressing, and he should have been watching his kid. You were in the bedroom, where people tend to take off and put on clothes. You were not sitting on the living room sofa or at the dining room table. NTA. NTA. But your boyfriend is. There is no excuse for his decision to blame you for this situation. I suggest telling him how it made you feel. He needs to own his behavior and apologize to you. Men whose knee-jerk, emphasis on jerk, tendency is to blame their GFs when stressful things happen do not make good partners emo. You deserve privacy. And a good parent would teach his child that closed bedroom and bathroom doors need to be respected. Perhaps you have only recently moved in which case your BF may be feeling some guilt. He may have reached the way he did because he's not sure it's okay to have you living with his son. He needs to figure this out without lashing out at you. NTA. You made him aware you were going to take a shower and it was your room. Time to get locks on the doors. Absolutely NTA. This is gaslighting. I know people use it way too frequently on here. But this is a real case. Instead of being the victim, because you are, you get cast as the villain here. That's not what happened. But your BF's reaction and reinforcement of casting you as the bad guy makes you think you did. something wrong when that's not what happened. And because it's so contrary to your experience, you start to doubt yourself and your ability to interpret events. That's why you got so upset. I think gaslighting is a really nasty trick to play on someone because it creates some really fundamental doubts. You're not in the wrong. He should have advised the child he did wrong bursting in on you. Op. NTA. You're allowed to be naked in your room. 5 Yo. NTA. He's 5. He's learning manners and knocking. BF. Light. I get it. His brain might have gone 1,000 miles. Why didn't you lock the door? BC, you know there's a 5-year-old here. What if my son tells his bio mom, and is this going to affect custody? Is he going to remember this and then make things weird later? Damn it. He prob panicked. He should have been nicer and calmer. It's the holidays. We're all jacked up and it's the worst time of year. BC, we're all stressed extra.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.